Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is James, and since the previous video on how to snipe and quickscope in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 got over 400 likes, today I'm uploading the best sniper class setups in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I designed these myself and play with them a lot, and each sniper setup is designed for a little bit of a different playstyle, and like I said, I have a different setup for each sniper, one for all four, so that's 4 class setups we're going to be going through today, from the DSR, Ballista, to the SVU, and the XPR, so let's get straight into this. Now for the first class setup, we're using the Ballista, and this class setup is set up for the sniper that's trying to go for like kill feed clips and such like that in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. We have the tactical insertion on there so you can easily place yourself near the enemy spawn, the ballistic CPU, full metal jacket so you can kill enemies that are head glitching, or kill enemies through walls that you can wall bang them, and also the extended clip. The Ballista is a pretty well-rounded sniper. If you shoot the upper part of the body, you'll most likely get a one-shot kill, especially if the enemy has damage to them. Also, if the enemy is around a wall or something, there's a lot of enemies spawning by you or near you or behind you, since you're going to be in the enemy spawn trying to go for kill feed clips. The Ballista has a shorter time between shots than the DSR does. We also have the TAC 45 on there just in case of an emergency, so there's a bunch of enemies, got to reload, you can quickly pull up the TAC 45 and take them out. Next up we have the DSR class, and this is a well-rounded sniper class. I like to use this class for everything, no matter what game mode it is, whether playing free-for-all, domination alone, or even playing in a party trying to go for sniper clips. It's a very strong sniper class. The DSR with the ballistic CPU and the extended clip. I got my lovely panda camo on there, and the B23R as a secondary. The B23 is a very strong pistol in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Even though they did nerf it and try to balance it with the other pistols, it is still very powerful with this 3-round burst. If you have very good accuracy, this pistol will stand out. Lightweight, definitely get to the spawn or enemy places faster, and the fast hands, you can easily throw C4 if there's enemies in the room or enemies trying to come at you. And dexterity makes you pull from the sprint faster, so you can get your shot off a lot quicker. Overall, this is a well-rounded class that I like to use for pretty much any game mode. Like I said, free-for-all, domination, ground war, pretty much any game mode I play. Even search and destroy sometimes, I'll use this class just for fun. It's like a sniper elite class. Now for the XPR class, I'm running extended clip and variable zoom. If you're not a variable zoom kind of guy, feel free to replace it with any, pretty much any attachment works with it. Definitely think the extended clip is needed on this gun. I like having more shots, especially since it's semi-automatic. It's kind of like the Barrett from previous Call of Duties, but the variable zoom definitely helps me out a lot when, trying to get enemies at close range and a far range. That's why I use it. I'm not a big variable zoom kind of guy, but I ended up finding myself really liking variable zoom on the XPR. I got flak jacket, toughness, and fast hands to make a pretty strong class, along with tactical mask. You can easily throw off that Semtex, and of course the TAC 45. Just in case of an emergency, there's a lot of enemies, you can pull up the pistol really quick and get them. I think that's pretty much a good part of a well-rounded sniper class, is having a pistol or something to swap to just in case of an emergency. I always find myself, if there's a lot of enemies around there and I have to reload, I'll swap to my pistol really quick and try to kill them, which, definitely does help. Now finally for the SVU class, I wanted to create a really stealthy class, because for the SVU, it's pretty much almost always a 2-shot kill, unless the enemy is really close to death and has a lot of damage to them, or you're shooting them in the head. So I wanted to make a class that, kind of reflects to a very stealthy playstyle, since you're most likely going to have to hit the enemy twice, unless you're shooting only for the head. So I'm running Ghost and Blind Eye to keep off the radar for Ghost, and of course Blind Eye to keep out from all the kill streaks. Toughness is just a necessity with snipers. I always find myself using toughness so I don't have to flinch too much when getting shot, because really when you're sniping, one shot, that first shot really does count. It doesn't count as much when using like a submachine gun or spraying, but when using a sniper, each shot does count. And that's also why I'm using Engineer, surprisingly, because I found myself when playing stealthy, flanking a lot and getting killed by like claymores and such, and Engineer definitely helps that by delaying the trip on explosives. Also, if you're running care package, you can easily change that up. Now, I want to make a very stealthy primary and secondary. I'm running the suppressor, and the SVU is a pretty large magazine already, so I figured that there is no need for extended mags, but fast mags could also help in sticky situations. And of course, one of my favorite pistols to use in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the Cat 40, but keeping it stealthy with the suppressor, all in all making this a very rounded class. If you have a class that you think is better, please make sure to leave it in the description. I want to know what you guys think is a very good sniper class and what works well for you. But this is the classes, my 4 classes for each of the sniper rifles that I always seem to use when sniping, and these are my 4 recommended best sniper loadouts in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 that work for me. Like I said, if there's something that works for you better, or something that you like or enjoy to use a lot more, please leave it in the description. I want to know. I'm open to any suggestions. Also, if there's a video you want to see, also make sure to leave that down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. Let's see if we can bang out 500 likes on this one. That's really about it. Also, if you're new around here, please subscribe and have a great day.